In this tutorial, I just want to go a little bit more in depth with the direct selection tool. The shortcut key is A. The direct selection tool and the selection tool are different. And just to make sure you can see this difference, so when I click on the selection tool, notice how it brings up points all around the box, and I can actually click and drag from these points and make it bigger or smaller. And it's more used to move your objects around your artboard or canvas or whatever you want to call it. So I've got this nice looking face here. What do you know? So I can make adjustments to it, and I can rotate my boxes or whatever, my shapes, whatever I have on here. But the direct selection tool is a little bit different. When I click on an object like this triangle, it doesn't bring up a box all the way around it like it did with the selection tool. The direct selection tool is meant more to be able to select individual points. So again, if I zoom in here, we'll notice that there are individual points along this that make up the triangle. And if I were to click on one of those individual points, notice how these other ones actually became little white squares instead of this one that's filled in. And now I can actually click and drag this point out elsewhere and turn it from a triangle into something different. So I can still move my object. If I click on it and click and drag, I can still move the object around like I can with the selection tool, but this allows us to go in and make very precise changes to specific points. Now I have to make sure I select that point, because if I just select the object and then try and drag it, I'm just going to drag the object. But if I select just that point, just click once on that point, then I can move that point and turn it into something different. I can do that with the circle as well, although the circle is a little bit different in that when I select a point, I have these little handles that come out on the side. These are called Bezier handles. It's for anything that has a curve in it. So we've got a curve here. In order to adjust that curve, I can actually adjust this handle, and I can make it a sharper curve or a wider curve by clicking and dragging it out or in towards that point. And then I can also change the angle of that curve by dragging the handle up and down. Now of course that depends on which handle I'm trying to adjust. So this one, left and right, is going to adjust the angle of it. And then down and up, in towards that circle and out, is how I make those adjustments. So I can bring a whole point in and make it kind of more of an egg-shaped object. And then I can also adjust the curves on it, but know when you adjust one side of the curve, it's going to adjust the other side of the curve as well. And so you have to kind of be careful with how you are making those adjustments. But the direct selection tool takes a lot of practice and getting used to, but with some time, you'll be able to figure out how to use the direct selection tool effectively.